Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to be comfortable and sturdy. You want to have a sense of stability because it gives us a sense of groundedness, wanting to be here for this moment's sake, not to get somewhere, but to just be here for this moment's sake. So feeling sturdy is very important. Also, you want to be comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, then you might be distracted by how your body feels during the practice, and that's just unnecessary. Sitting in a chair really works. You can lie down. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed, or you feel more comfortable practicing with your eyes closed, feel free to do so. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing anything, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable, seated, and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed down. Let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. But let's make sure that our in-breath is about twice the length as the out-breath. Ready? In through the nose, out through the mouth. In, out, and in, and out. Wonderful. Just settle your attention here and now. Nothing special. And maybe you have a to-do list that you're worried about. Just go ahead and notice it, but set it aside. You can pick it up later. For this moment, leave your to-do list alone. Even your intentions with meditation. For whatever reason you clicked on this video, leave that alone as well. No future. And furthermore, let go of your past, your accomplishments, the knowledge you think you have, your story. Be here as if you were just now born and you know nothing. And don't worry, you can pick up your past later. But for this moment, give yourself permission to be free of the heavy burdens of both the past and the future, and completely be here now. Now, it's possible that I'm interrupting you thinking right now, and this moment, therefore, is lost. And this is normal, and it's okay. But instead of following our thoughts, we really want to be here, not in some fantasy about the future or the past. So instead of following thinking, bring your attention to the sensations of the breath, the gentle rising and falling rhythm of breathing. And instead of paying attention to this next thought, gently remain with breathing, rising and falling. And maybe I'm catching you thinking again. And notice how when you are lost in thought, the breath is also lost. So when you notice that you're lost in thought, following some problem or worry or whatever it is, just return to the breath. Without failure or thinking that you've done something wrong, just gently and effortlessly return to breathing again and again, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to the breath. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to breathing, rising and falling. Return to the breath. Thoughts don't have to be quiet for us to notice the breath. We notice breathing as thoughts come and go. We just leave them alone. As Shunryu Suzuki says, during meditation, leave the front door and the back door of your mind completely open. Let thoughts come and go as they please. Just don't serve them any tea, because then they will want to stay. Remain with the breath. We're not waiting for the bell. We are right here. Only. Rest. All right, you can look at the screen. I have a friend who is a monk at I bring up the teacher all the time, Ajahn Brahm, but that's his monastery in Australia, in Serpentine, Australia. And not him, but another monk there, he had a toothache. Basically, his tooth was infected. And so he goes down to the, to the workshop area and gets a pair of pliers and rips his tooth out all by himself. And he was asked, why didn't you just go to a dentist? Like, you can go to a dentist. There's no problem with that. Like, why did you, like, what is the purpose of doing this? And he said, I didn't need to go to a dentist. And he's like, well, this was so painful. Like, you didn't have any Novocaine. You didn't have any, lidocaine. You didn't have any of that. No laughing gas. And you just pulled your tooth out. It must have been horribly painful. And he said, well, the tooth kind of hurt. But when I was walking to the tool shed, that didn't hurt. When I picked up the pliers, that didn't hurt. When I put the pliers on my tooth, that didn't hurt. When I pulled the tooth, that hurt. But then, after putting my tooth down, that didn't hurt. And you see, a lot of our pain and a lot of our problems come from just thinking and anticipating pain. We essentially imprison ourselves in our heads because we're thinking so much about the things that could happen, that might happen, or the pain that we're going to feel. But when you're present, you're free. Because there's literally only this. Which is why the monk said walking to the tool shed wasn't painful. Pulling the tooth was, but that was done. If we just return to this moment, you are actually free. Because there's only this. And practicing is essentially learning to leave our illusions alone. Learning to let thoughts come and go as they please and not serving them any tea. Leaving them. Let them do their thing. Most of our thoughts are lies, attempts to make sense of this world that is out of control. But if we leave them alone, we realize that we are this world that is out of control, and there's nothing to fear, because there's always this moment, which is our inherent freedom. So be here now. Just be here now. Thank you for your time today, and as always and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.